Sure, bring me a fresh cup of coffee.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Even if I just like it. Akan pernah saya sihat dengan saya enjoy this. Your daughter.
Hi, Freddy. Hi. I finished course, so I'm meeting one day, so rather WhatsApp or send email, then I'll do you better. Thanks. Okay, bye.
Wow. Let's see. Okay. Beautiful. Great. That's a good step. Now.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi, how are you?
Morning, you.
Super.
No worries.
You keep getting the stuff I tell you.
Yes, that's beautiful.
It's faster than our face.
Welcome. Thanks so much. We're just waiting for the rest of the people, so you can hear me clearly.
Yeah, I can hear you well.
Great. Then I'll hand over to a beautiful moderator, Malabuko. So we're just waiting.
Okay, super.
I can tell you, Nancy, that you like no? You just have to keep still.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah. Wait to mute and unmute. So,
I can hear you echo now.
when addressing you, let's just get everybody on board.
Say it again?
You can just get everybody on board.
Yeah, they're busy trying to log on now.
Yeah. You and Keta. Hello, Keta.
Hi.
Hello, Keta. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, that's wonderful. You can also move your mask.
Hi. Hi. Hello.
Okay. Keta,
Yes.
you maybe can, are you on your cell phone?
083.
Yes, there you go. Now I can see you perfect. You can keep it just still like that. If you're on your cell phone, just keep it still like that. Great.
Ma?
Okay.
What is it?
Can you hear me?
Yes, but hardly.
Hardly. Okay. Put up your volume, sir. You must put up your volume, please, sir. Increase the volume.
Yeah, my volume is. Yeah.
Okay. You must keep still. You know, everything that you see here, it's like a picture. We see you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to send that lady to you. Okay. Remember now, I see your ear, Keta. I see your ear, my dear.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's just.
How is it now?
That's beautiful. That's
okay.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah. Remember now, we see everything. You know, I'm going to be like that. You understand? Just to give you an idea. So,
all right.
I'm sitting quiet like this so that if I'm moving, you're going to see me like that. You understand? Like a video.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Okay. Let's just get all the people on board. You lovely people from KZN. And then.
Hey,
Look, if everybody is on, then you're going to hear better, okay? Just make sure you connect to your audio.
All right.
Thank you. We're just waiting for everybody. And then
Hey, but I can hear you.
and then Keta is. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the rest of the people.
Oh.
Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
Hi. I can see you've got a blue shirt on. What is your name, sir?
My name is
What is your name?
Bonga.
Bonga.
Yes.
Okay, Bonga. I'm just going to change your name because it's written here Galaxy. So I'll just change it quickly. That the moderator will see that she's talking to Bonga. People heard that echo, right? Did you hear that echo, man? Is that echo?
Okay, okay.
Just one moment. Are you walking to a better location?
I was, no, touch it.
Okay. Hello?
No.
Gentlemen?
If I'm the son, let's tomorrow.
Gentlemen, can you hear me? Okay. Can I ask you to mute your phones at the moment? Just mute your phones at the moment.
In case, but it's all right.
Just mute your phones at the moment.
When you, okay. That's fine.
Just mute your phones at the moment, okay? But can you hear me?
I am Sas, you know. Hello.
Unmute here. I don't know.
Press the screen on mute, like up top left. Top left, press the one, speaking on top left, press this one. Mute it all. Yeah, no, so what's the most I am?
Okay, thank you.
Hi guys.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Good.
Good. Listen, sorry. My name is Danny. I'm helping with the technical issues. So let's just see. I'm trying to see where the feedback is coming from. I'm going to mute everyone and then I want you to unmute yourself and speak to me. So I'm going to mute everyone right now, and then we're going to try and determine where the feedback is coming from. Okay, so Ntando, I don't see you connecting through through audio. So I need you to go out of the meeting and reconnect to the meeting with audio. I'm gonna also ask Adele if she can help you. If you can hear me, Ntando, you need to go out and reconnect with audio. Who's technical?
That's what I'm gonna find out.
Okay, because we've also got, so Ntando's gone out to see if he can reconnect. We need someone that says techno pop 2 times air. Also, you've connected without audio. And so I need you to go out of the meeting, come back into the meeting and connect with audio, please. I can see that the screen is showing chords on the table. The camera is showing me chords on the table. The username says techno pop 2 times air. So if you can just go out of the meeting and then come back in. For the other guys, we just have to determine, is there enough spacing between you so that we don't get the feedback. So Menzi, can you unmute yourself and then just speak to me? Just tell me how's the way.
How are you doing?
Okay, you sound okay, because I can hear you, but there's movement in the background. I don't know what is that movement in the background in terms of sound, not someone.
Yes.
Who's it? Who's moving so much?
No, it's just the cords on top of the table. Just trying to move stuff around to make space.
Okay. But who are you? Who are you closest to in terms of another respondent?
I'm just trying to help Dando, yeah.
Okay, you're helping in Tando.
Yeah, I'm just trying to help come on with audio.
Keta.
Keta?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you need to bring, I'm gonna admit Tando now, you need to bring your microphone a bit closer to you. So that I could hear you. Speak to me now.
Yeah.
Keta.
Yes, can you hear me?
You need to unmute yourself. You muted. Unmute your phone and then speak to me.
Yes, it's unmuted.
That sounds much better. I can hear you clearly.
Thank you.
Bonga?
We're using the device.
Can you unmute yourself and then speak to me?
Yes.
Unmute yourself, Bonga. You're still muted. You're still muted.
Hello, I'm muted. Okay.
Bonga, speak to me.
Hello.
Okay, wait, just let me mute Menzi. I want to mute everybody and just see. Bonga,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm good.
Very well. Okay, guys, what seems to happen is because you are so close, we get the feedback, because I can even hear myself echoing in the background where you guys are. Okay. So what we're gonna have to do, and maybe the venue space is very small, but we're gonna have to try and move further away from each other. That's the other guy.
There's no lady.
There's a lady. I mean, there's a lady. That's what I'm saying. There's another lady. So, is there another room outside of this? So, is there another space that they can just go to? We're gonna try and find out if there's another room where one or two of you can move to. Next, just outside the door or just around, just get that feedback limited.
Okay.
The person that is that's wearing the black coat, what is your name, sir? What is your name? Hello, my dear. Okay. Just one second. So, Dorita, after Danny here as well, we want you to space for the people more, please. We want you to space the people out a bit better.
Dorita, how many people are in the same room?
Okay. Gentleman with the black coat. Gentleman with the black coat, what is your name? Yes, I'm talking to you. What's your name? Got a black jacket on. What's your name, sir? What is your name? What is your name? What is your name, sir?
Okay, guys. It's irritating for them. They don't enjoy it. Okay, guys, we do have a situation. We have to make the best of it. Unfortunately, the venue can only accommodate can only accommodate you in that room. So someone is talking. Is it Dorica talking?
I think so.
Okay. So what happened is apparently there isn't another room that we can use.
Over data and they're not pushing on yeah. The gentleman with black jacket, what is your name, please?
Menzi, unmute yourself for me, please. Menzi?
Yes.
Okay, I want to ask you a question. There's a gentleman with a black jacket on.
Oh, yes.
Can I get his name?
Lucky.
Lucky. Okay. We just want to know on the screen who it is because we just see Wowee 9. So I just want to know it's Lucky. So thanks, we've got that. Who is walking around with the camera that's pointing to the ground?
How's the sun now?
It's getting a bit better. Menzi, there's someone who's walking, who's pointing, who's got a mask, a white mask on his knee, but the camera is looking down on the floor. Who is that person? Look at the guy in the middle screen.
I think it's Yabonga.
Yabonga.
Yeah.
Tell Yabonga to turn the camera around. Tell him to turn the camera around.
The camera facing down. The camera is facing down. His name is Sia.
Sia.
Yeah. Technopop.
Just ask Sia to turn camera around so I can see him, not the floor. I must see him. Sia is showing me the floor. Tell him I want him.
No,
okay, now Sia's gone. Where's Sia gone? Sia gone. Okay, guys, to help with the sound, and it's not going to be perfect, but during the discussion, I'm going to ask Nolly Buko, who's going to be doing the group with you, that you guys stay muted. Only when you want to speak. You must remember to unmute yourself. Speak and then mute yourself again. Speak because it may keep the sound a bit softer and then we're not getting the feedback. So when Sia comes back, we're going to allow him back into the meeting, then we're going to stop. I hope that you guys will enjoy the focus group.
Okay.
I'll be here to help with the technical side. but Nolibuko is going to be is going to facilitate the discussion. So please enjoy. Okay.
Thank you.
Sia's gone out. Please just ask Sia to dial back in again on the meeting. When Keta, you need to remember that when you talk, you must unmute first. We must all unmute, then talk, then mute again. Talk, mute, we must do that. So don't forget to unmute yourself. Okay. Tell Sia to call in to the meeting. I want him here in this meeting. No problem. Okay. Menzi. Unmute yourself. Always remember, unmute. Talk. Menzi.
Yep.
Where is Sia?
Sia is situated. They want to help him hop on back on.
Are they trying to help him connect the game?
Yes. Super.
Okay, guys, this is another thing that I want to do. Lucky. Oh, this is Lucky. Okay, this is Lucky. So, what I want you to do for me as well is sometimes in the discussion, when someone is talking and you want to say something, when Nolibuko does the discussion, just wait for me on your screen so that she can see that you want to talk or you want to say something or add a point. So if someone is busy talking and you know, hey, I have this thought, I want to say this, I want to draw her attention, please just wait for her so she can see you. It will make it easy. And also the other thing is when we ask the question like, can you all see, are you all finished? All you've got to do is just go like this. Thumbs up, I'm done. Thumbs up, I'm finished. Then we here in the room, walking around, helping with the technology side. I'm gonna ask Nolibuko to come sit here so you can see who your beautiful moderator is, not me, but you're gonna be facilitated by a beautiful moderator. So enjoy, you guys.
Okay, thanks.
You can't wait to see that. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Okay, and thanks. I think there's just one more person to come and join us, but we'll start solo so that we don't keep you waiting any further. My name is, yeah, I've muted everyone. I've muted everybody. So as Jenny was saying, just remember when you're talking to first unmute yourself, but I will remind you also. Welcome to this group discussion. My name is Nolubuko Matibe, and I'm a researcher by profession. This is what I do for a living. We conduct different projects for different clients and then collect information and prepare, prepare research reports thereafter. So this is one such study here, and we're doing many groups, about 20. So I think about 4 in KZN that spread all over the country. I'm saying this so that it just gives context in terms of what we'll be doing. And also as I read to you the declaration that is called the informed consent. What it's saying, I will read it out to you so you hear the full details. But essentially what it's saying is that you are aware of the process and are giving us permission to use your feedback in the way that I will explain here. This is not for marketing or for sales purposes, it's purely for research. And your identity is always protected. We don't report at individual level. We will not say, Bonga said this, Ulaki Wati, Women's Wati, and so on. But we report at a group level, which is why I was sharing with you that we've been conducting a number of groups. So, okay, let me read them to you. You are free to say yes if you agree at the end, or to say no. At which point, if you have a problem with what I will have read, then you will have to leave the group. Okay, let's start. You have been selected to participate in this study. If you agree to participate, I will ask you some questions on dietary practices, particularly on unhealthy foods and sugary drinks. We will only use your answers for this study, which will help us to improve policies and communications related to food and drinks. We may also disclose the results of the study without identifying you to our donors in a press release or in a scientific journal entry. This study is completely voluntary, and if we should come to any question that you don't want to answer, let me know and we can skip that question. And the study will take about 2 hours to complete. It will take about 2 hours, so we'll finish at about 4. Please be assured that the information you provide will be confidential. Your answers will only be used in the aggregate, and in no instance will your identity be revealed. Likewise, all data files related to this survey will not contain any information that can connect your identity to your answers. I hope you understand it's in the message. So then I ask you, do you feel that you have been sufficiently informed of the study, and do you consent to participate in this study? Please unmute, because we do need to record that everybody gave their consent.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Menzi.
Okay.
Menzi, all right. Menzi. Menzi has a problem with unmuting.
Menzi, just unmute yourself. Remember you are muted. That's it.
Okay. I was just asking if you are giving us your consent.
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thanks very much. I don't know how many of you have participated in research in a group like here, but just so you feel comfortable and relaxed, it's really, we're talking about food. We're talking about food, unhealthy foods, healthy foods, dietary, sugar, high content kind of drinks, and so on. So it's quite it's an accessible topic. It's something that you do every day. So just be natural, just be honest. That's what is very important. Please be honest in your feedback, because if you are not honest, you are not helping the client. You are not giving them how you truly feel about what they'll be showing you. So it's very important that even if you hear the rest of the team saying, of the group saying something that you don't necessarily agree with, do say so. You don't have to agree. We are not working by consensus, but we do want diverse opinion. Please, if you can help us with that. There are no answers that we are like sitting here and expecting to get from you. So please feel free to be honest. We do welcome that, and we do encourage that actually. It's about your experiences. There are no right or wrong answers, as I said. And don't overthink also when I ask a question, just don't overthink and prepare an answer, just comment. You are free to express yourselves in English or isiZulu or isiXhosa. Those are the languages I'm most proficient in. So don't be limited by language in terms of what you want to say or you want to describe, because sometimes in our languages we don't have words that aptly express what you want to say sometimes. So how it's going to work, just so you also know the process, how it's going to work, we're testing AmaEd I2. Before we start doing that, I will show you a test ad that shows you the ad, and then you rate, so that you get into the feel of what the process is going to be. So even when we start showing you the ads that we're actually testing, we will show you the ad, run it twice, and then ask you to rate before we discuss, because we don't want what is influencer. You rate, and then we have a discussion, maybe 30-minute kind of discussion about the ad, and then see ways to same process again. So it's quite doable in that it's repetitive kanjalo. Okay. So maybe at this stage, then let's start by introducing ourselves, just so it flows smoother and we don't talk on top of one another. I will call your name and then you respond, please, and so on, so that at least it's one person that is talking at the time, so that it's easier for us when you transcribe and you're listening and we can hear. As you introduce yourself to the group and you're sharing where you live, what you do for a living, who you stay with, and so on, just do add also a little bit of information about how you decide what's going to be bought, what foods are bought at home, what foods are going to be eaten, and so on. So let's just get to understand that dynamic. How do you decide what's going to be eaten? Is it just your decision when you come back from work, you buy stuff from on your way home and you bring it home? How does it work? Okay. So all right, ne? Keta,
Wow, you're putting me in the corner because I'm laughing. No. No, it's the last part that makes me to laugh, where you say who's deciding what to buy, what to cook,
Yeah.
what to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Kecha from Adams. Well, I'm a family man with 3 kids and a wife. Unfortunately, because I was in another industry, but now I'm in the taxi industry.
Okay.
Yeah, so as you're asking in terms of what to eat and who's going to buy, that's why I'm laughing, because it's my wife who's taking that. She's the one who decides what to cook today. But, and let me say, she's the one who's more involved in buying. For me, is to provide her with money.
Okay.
You know? Okay. Yeah, and then she's the one who's going to do the list of the grocery.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, and typically, what do we eat at home?
Say that again.
On a typical day, if I visited your home on Friday, what would you be eating?
Normally on Friday, we used to take the chips. You see these makota and what do you call this? What chips? Fried chips and fish. You know. Yeah, that's what we normally do. And then on a weekend, sometimes we go to Shisanyama to, yeah.
When
so
you
if
go
you visit my home,
when you go to Shisanyama,
yeah, no, actually, where I'm staying, there is a near fish Shisanyama.
Okay.
So I have to go there and put a nyama in the pot and come back home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My favorite to a bad business.
Sorry.
When most of you have done, how do you know what say what you are?
No, it's like a butchery. So I have to go there and buy it and put it, and then when it feels okay, I'll take it back home.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks. Thanks very much. Ubonga.
Hello.
Hi.
My name is Bongam Somi from Umkababa. For work, for living, I'm working as a salesman in a furniture shop.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I'm a family man, and also when it comes to groceries, I don't go directly for groceries. I just send my wife to do the shopping. I give her the money to buy groceries.
You never go with her?
No, I wait outside because I know I'm lazy to move around the aisles in the shop.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so you just hope to also participate, guy.
Yeah, no, I accept everything that she buys.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Bonga. Menzi.
Okay.
Thank you. Seguwe Menzi.
Men,
Yeah. Hello,
Yes.
how are you?
I'm good, Brenda.
Fantastic, can't complain. Yeah, family man too. I guess, birds of the same feather. 3 kids, wife. Literally, she's the boss. So financial manager, she's the domestic manager. You given the space to seem like you are making decisions, but in actual fact,
Yes. So likewise, if I came down a Saturday, what would I find for Lugayeni household?
I mean, the groceries is because you have children. I have a 10-year-old and a 7-year-old, so they're very vocal on what they eat and what they don't like. So the younger be health conscious, and the older one is in the sweet tooth. So it's variety. You'd find marshmallows. You'd find salad dressing a lot. You'd find feta cheese a lot. Find cocktail tomatoes because the younger ones make herself with salads and all the stuff. So it's not it's a household I can say that has one staple that I can put, but like every other family, you have those staples that in many other yeah.
Okay. Okay, thanks, Mandy. Lucky.
Hello,
Yes, thanks.
my name is Lucky. I'm from Ifracom. I work for Mastic as a temporary worker. Yeah.
Okay, let us speak about your household, perhaps, Lucky.
Okay, I'm a married man with 2 sons, 1 wife. You know, I'm not in polygamy. With 1 wife.
You saying 1 wife as if it's still going to increase.
No, 1 is enough. 1 is enough.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, no, thanks, Lucky. Ndando? Hi, Ndando. Please unmute.
Hi, I'm Dando. I'm from Makapeni. Luckily, I'm the only one who's not married. Everyone is married. So basically, I'm the firstborn in Kaya. I lost my job during the COVID struggle when I started the year. But then our typical food per every day is rice, food. So weekends, no one cooks. Yeah, no one cooks. It's takeout. So weekend, chisanyama, braai.
So I missed Ndando, which is
I stay with my family, mom being my siblings and my daughters.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So weekend you want to just Saturday, my takeaways.
Takeaways. No one wants to cook during weekends.
Cook by in takeaway.
Anything that we can grab fast. Steers, shisanyama, fish and chips, anything.
Okay. All right. Thanks very much, guys. So let me just ask Kenny. We're going to start now. So we'll show you the test ad that I spoke about, and then we'll ask you to rate it, and then we'll get going with the real ads that we're testing today. Over to you, Danny.
Okay, guys, what's going to be important is that you just let us know, and I'll ask Menzi to unmute himself. Menzi, when I put it up and I share the screen, I just need you to confirm for me that you can see the ad and hear the ad on your side. Then I know the other guys are also seeing it.
Before you show, what I forgot to mention, guys, sorry about this. The test ad is a finished ad that you may even have seen before. But the ads that we're testing today are not finished, and it's at the very first stage of what they do when they're preparing an ad. So it's going to be skills with voiceover and with text also written. Nama illustrations abantu, but it is not a finished ad that is flowing as you typically see on TV. So please don't get hung up on that. That's why we're doing the research. We're showing you at its barest minimum, and then we will improve with time until it is the ad that you will see on TV. It's important that you remember that distinction. Thanks.
Okay, Menzies, just remember to let me know when you unmute yourself that you can see the ad on your side.
Menzies.
Hello?
You see?
Menzies, can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it's blank now, but I saw it starting. So I think you've.
Okay, so you can put yourself on mute again, and then I'm going to play the ad once for everybody to see. Here I go. The ad plays now.
Okay, we all saw it, ne? Yeah, so then what follows now? So when I survey poll, that has got a rating scale from agree right up to strongly disagree. You will just choose an answer that relates to how you feel after seeing this ad. So the questions are typically, this ad is easy to understand. Oh, you're seeing it, okay. So you have the survey in front of you now. Ne? Menzi, just do this. Show us your...
Menzi, give me a thumbs up if you can see it. Menzi? Okay.
Good. So this ad that you've just seen, number one is asking, it is easy to understand. And you give us your rating. As I said, it starts with strongly disagree, somewhat disagree, neither agree or disagree, somewhat agree, strongly agree. So that is the scale that we are going to use throughout our test today. You choose your answer, and then we move to the next question. The ad is relevant to me. Okay, answer appropriate for Wena. The ad taught me something new. And I would be likely to talk to someone about this ad. And then nizomtshela ke khetha qedile. So qedile khetha.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, good. Thanks, Bonga.
Yes, done.
Thank you, Dando.
Yes.
Thanks, Menzi.
It doesn't want to let me go to the only ends on the third.
What does it do, Menzi?
There's 4 questions.
Yeah,
there are 4 questions.
Yeah.
I'm only listening to it.
Okay, then press next. Is there no
There's
next
not
button?
next. It's great. It's great. Only give previous. What's the third one? I'll try again.
Okay. So maybe there's something wrong with it. I'm gonna take this.
No, everything's
Dando, did you finish?
Yeah, finished.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so that's it, guys. That's how the poll will work.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so that's how it will go then. And now Jenny is going to play the ad that we're testing today.
Okay.
There we go.
Menzi, can you see this ad?
Yes, I can see it, yeah.
Okay, so it should say time to know. I'm gonna play the ad twice for you. We're gonna look at it two times before we do the questionnaire.
Super.
Here we go.
I know that breakfast is the most important meal of our day. I know little Temba and I share strawberry yogurt as our favorite snack. I know that a quick lunch gives me the boost I need to keep going. I also know police might decide to pop in at any time, and we can enjoy a cool drink at the end of our meal. But if we'd been told how much sugar, salt, and saturated fat was in our food, and how sick I could get, I could have made better choices. Demand warning labels on unhealthy packaged food.
We will play it now for the second time.
I know that breakfast is the most important meal of our day. I know little Temba and I share strawberry yogurt as our favorite snack. I know that a quick lunch gives me the boost I need to keep going. I also know police might decide to pop in at any time, and we can enjoy a cool drink at the end of our meal. But if we'd been told how much sugar, salt, and saturated fat was in our food, and how sick I could get, I could have made better choices. Demand warning labels on unhealthy packaged food.
Okay, so we get to the survey as you saw in our practice run. Continue. There we go. So this ad that you've just seen, niyayibona nonke ne? Okay, it's easy to understand. Ufake answer yakho. Is believable. Is relevant to me. This ad taught me something new. It made me stop, or it makes me stop and think. I would be likely to talk to someone about this ad. This ad makes me motivated to have less unhealthy food and sugary drinks. It increases my support for warning labels on the front of food and drink packages that identify when that food or drink is unhealthy. It motivates me to seek more information about what's in the food I eat. It increases my support for government actions to reduce consumption of unhealthy food and sugary drinks in South Africa. That was number 10. Kukhona 11 no 12 abalandelayo before siqeda the poll.
Okay, they can just give you a thumbs up. All the ones that are done.
Okay, siqedile. Up to 10. Keta, yes, thanks. Bonga.
Yes.
Thank you. Dando. Yes. Thank you. Lucky. Ankuzo uqedile.
I'm number 8.
Menzi.
You're done.
20 years old, 10.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you. Siyabulemba ne-event ke manje. Oh, Lucky. Okay, thanks. Number 11, number 12, sibe siyathumela. Okay. Seyavela phambi kwenu ne? The ad motivates me to take action, like, for instance, signing a petition or sharing a message on social media, calling on government to require companies to display clear front of package warnings on unhealthy foods. And then also number 12, this ad is an effective ad on front of pack labeling on harms of sugary drinks and unhealthy food. Thanks, Nancy.
Thanks, Dando. Thanks, Keta. How are you doing, Bonga?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, good. Thank you. Lucky? Ah, good. Thank you. Thanks. How was that experience? How did you find that?
It's good.
Uh-huh. Okay. So now is that if I could just ask you in one way to describe this ad, one word or two, what would you say? What comes to mind? What really comes? Just one punchy word that comes to mind. Menzi?
It's informative. I mean, especially when you have children, you tend to understand what the sort of diseases that are there and the shortcomings are in the health cycle when you are saturated salts and then you have sugars, which and you have companies that don't display them, even though they say zero sugar. Some sugars in there that they have fancy scientific names for them that doesn't understand that there's still sugar inside it.
Okay, thanks, Menzi. Bonga, how would you describe what's foremost in your mind? What comes to mind when you think about this ad?
Yeah, it's that people are not informed about the danger of the sugar in the content which they are producing. So, and I think the companies must display the effects of eating much more sugar and the diseases that might be caused by the sugar.
Okay. Why should they display?
They must say the effect of eating too much sugar or excessive sugar to their bodies, like obesity, like obesity.
Feedback.
No,
I'm sure there's no one close enough to you.
No.
Okay, all right, thanks. Imagine.
Yeah. Yeah, so the government must impose that the companies should display the danger of consuming too much sugar.
Okay, thanks. Thank you, Keta.
Yeah, it's in one way it's shocking to see that what we are taking as something healthy, it is not. You see, because from this advert I've learned that actually companies, they have to do like in cigarette, in alcohol, even in medication. When you're taking medication, they are what they call side effects, if I'm not mistaken. That if you overdose this medication, this is what is going to happen to you. These are the side effects as much as it's a medication. Like as I'm saying in tobacco, it is stated clearly that as much as you are going to smoke, but you must know what is going to happen after that. You see? So if companies can do that as much as you are going to eat, but once you eat more, these are the side effects that is going to happen to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So am I understanding you to say it's not, in your view, it's not enough to put a label? The label must say the ingredients, yes, but it must also tell you the effects.
Exactly.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Thanks very much. Dando.
Yes, ma'am. I think it's very important that we get what we know information of what's in isn't the seedline or seedbuza, you know, because if you look back, they drink less sugar, and if you find some people go into a diet like white bread, they go for bread with wheat. So it's very important so we know what kilojoules are in isn't the seedline and how they can harm us as well.
Okay, thanks, Dante. Lucky?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yes. Unmute.
Hello?
Yeah, very good.
I would say it's alerting because we need to choose what we eat and what not to eat, because sometimes what we eat can be danger to us. So if we can just blow a horn to warn the nation or our kids, that will be a good role to do.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Who do you think it's targeting? I heard Untando making mention of Gogo, but angazi ngawuthebakani the street or or something like that. Who do you think this ad is targeting, is directing the message to?
I would say to us as a youth, because our Gogos, they were living longer because they were eating healthy.
Okay.
They were boiling food. Now we are eating junk food.
But
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, thanks. Keta ukukhuluma.
yeah, to just on my point of view, this advert is a warning to Abogogo. I've just taken whereby they in an advert there will be umfundisi coming to home today, and then I will be a chance for me to take a drink.
Yeah.
Actually, the Gogos, and at the end of the advert. But mostly, mostly are the Gogos. You see, so you can see which ugogo every time a drink which mekunomfundisi uzophuza like
Yeah,
you understand? And
yeah.
look, we are at the end of the day, yoselele lapho segula. Yeah, so for me, it's like that.
Okay, all right. When Nintendo, Nintendo, please can you just keep still the phone yako? Yeah, who do you think this ad is targeting?
This ad was targeting, I think, people that are growing up, like young people, like young couples, about probably us in our, I'm in my 30s, I don't know about the other gentlemen, if they're in their 50s or 40s, but there's mostly for households which they are younger. If we gonna be like alerting them on obesity for their young kids, okay, on what it can happen. And if now they have like a chronic disease that they have to stay away from certain foods and certain things to drink, you know. Then and also to target kids, like Ingani now have a lot of reactions, like I'm allergy if they eat peanuts, I'm allergy. If that drink has something that's just ideal for the kid, then also we need to stay away from that. So it's very important for food packaging to be clear on what they have.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. What about you, men?
I would agree with what Untando is saying. Millennials are coming to their cusp. Couple phela khona they're at 35 now, closely getting over that hill of being the youth. And the 2000s are the ones taking over. So in the same brain, it's I'm a millennials are the family people, the couples, they married, they at that age of maturity, having children who are ama 2000 and filtering down because they have the buying power over and you'd find that our parents are much older and the buying power to decide on the foods and what's in, what's not. They're not into that as much. They're taking care of themselves because they so it's millennials down. I would feel because there's where the buying power and the decision makers are of which brands make it and don't make it.
Okay, okay. Bonga besale ngawe konje. Unmute Bonga.
A comment about this. Yes.
Okay, thanks. I thought so. So, do you find the message believable? And as you're thinking about that, also just do share with me
it's a kind of ad that you would talk about. Who would you be talking about? Who would you be telling the ad? What would you be saying? So if you could just say, do you find this message believable for you? Is it something that you're going to be talking about? And also, if you do talk, who will you be talking to?
Yes, it is believable. Yes, I'll be talking to the youth especially, not to depend on the ready-made food or ready processed food.
Okay.
And they must try by all means to refrain from this food which has got a lot of sugar, because
Okay.
it might cause or lead to different diseases.
Yes. Where, Bonga, where do you make that connection? What is talking to the youth? Where in the ad do you make that connection?
I think when we look at the cereals, the cereals and also the yogurt and food for lunch there. So it is directed to them.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because I went and I think catch our catch.
No, Ubonga came to mention it was something relating to the issue, which it's for me, like when you, from the beginning of an advert, when I was talking about cereals and yogurt in a lunch, mostly you understand?
Okay.
So I was told about color now, at the end of the day, these are affect. So yeah, being on that.
Okay, thanks. When I like to
ngifuna ukuthi kahle kahle nje kuyasi-affect-a sonke ngoba i-obesity akusiyona ey'ngane kuphela, even abantu abadala i-obesity iyasishaya sonke. Awubona kodwa siyabadla izinkwa, yabo. Sometimes ezinye azikho in high magnesium or low whatsoever. So it affects us. Even cold drinks, it causes gallstones and all those things, So it affects all of us, younger or older, it affects us.
Okay, okay. Menzi, what would you say about this ad? If you met someone, Menzi, I tried calling you at 2, what would you say? What would you tell them about this ad?
Well, the ad for me is like I said, when you're getting into the real cusp and the engagement of saying, it focuses on the millennials because we still have the deciding power as we are the working force now, that is in maximum in the industry, in the economy, sorry. And second of all, you look at the fact that now we are slowly going into I'll put it at the hospital age, where we are now becoming more prone to testicular cancer, prostate cancer. And popular belief says that it starts at 50 onwards, but 35 onwards is what medical says. And you have heart diseases, you have strokes that now, and they can affect us now.
Yeah.
As opposed to when we were younger, we're not young anymore. We are slowly going into that. So if we don't cut it off now, we would catch ourselves having the disease and only then having a dietitian and having a physician tell you, you can't eat this, you have to eat that. Then you're living healthier then, under duress of the disease and the fact that you're on medication.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's millennials filtering down so that the decisions we make now, when we're moving closer to that age of sickness and hospitals, we are much more fitter and less prone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks. Ndando, any thoughts on if you would talk about this ad? What would you say? Who would you be talking to?
I think it would have to be, for now, it would be, with this ad, it has to be for kids. Probably your teenagers to look out, because they can understand. If you're still looking for Ingane primary, they wouldn't understand about the stuff. But if the kids are in their teens, they will understand what's going on.
Yeah.
And they can select on whether this is the way of living and this is not the way of living and health. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Lucky, what would you tell people about this ad?
I would say they must choose what they eat, you know, especially as Ntando Esho, which is from the teenagers, you know, those are the one we can understand, you know, are letting them what to eat, what is right for their body. Yeah.
And Keta, what comes to mind when you hear sugary drinks and unhealthy foods? What images come up to your mind?
When I hear sugar,
Sugary drinks and unhealthy foods. Typically, what do you think of?
in terms of, can you elaborate on your question? Maybe I'm.
No, it's just quickly, and I just want to see spontaneously what you associate. If you came into a room and you heard people talking about sugary drinks, what would you imagine?
For me, it's like, when you say sugar, sweet, junk food. Yeah, for me, when you talk about sugar things, I'm thinking of junk food.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
When you're amazing, what do you think of?
I think of diseases firstly, because for me, I mean, I have a beer belly now, and I can't get a 6-pack as fast as I could back in the days. and everything else that comes with it. So when you say sugary and unhealthy, you're meaning that you're putting it in, but it's not getting out as fast as it used to.
Yeah. Okay, thanks, Lucky.
You know, I mean, I'm thinking about chocolates, those sugary foods, drinks, and ngingaxwayisa kakhulu kumadoda emizi, ushukela awufuneki kakhulu kumadoda emizi ngoba umosha izinto ushukela. Bengaze bebaleke omama, so nje amadoda emizi awahlukane noshukela kakhulu, aphuza amanzi.
I hope amadoda alalele.
Kumele alalele, kumele silalele impela.
Bonga, what comes to mind when you hear sugary drinks, unhealthy food?
Yeah, diseases first. I've got a chronic disease like gout, which is caused when I'm drinking like fizzy drinks, which has got acid, and the following day I won't be able to walk. And also, when it comes to sugar, and that's why I'm thinking of obesity. That is why the government has imposed the sugar tax to the fizzy drinks. Most of them the government has imposed the sugar tax so that we reduce the number of people who has got obesity.
Okay.
That is one of the diseases that can affect the human lives.
Okay. And we've just spoken around the group in terms of what you associate with unhealthy or foods and sugary drinks. Did this ad make you change your attitude towards such food that we were talking about? Unhealthy foods and sugary drinks. Did it help make you reconsider? Lucky?
Yes, siyaxwayisa khona ukuthi siqaphele izinto esidla ngoba ikhona nje one of the adverts kwi-TV exwayisayo ngokudla esikudlayo ukuthi kwenzani emzimbeni wethu. Ngicabanga ukuthi from the side of health department, which we must know what we eat. Ngicabanga ukuthi nabo baxwayisa ngoba bebonile ukuthi abantu bangene ezifweni kakhulu eyintweni abayidlayo.
Okay. All right, Nancy, did it change your attitude at all in terms of how you look at and how you perceive or how your attitude towards unhealthy food and sugary drinks?
Not per se, not per se. I mean, I've got a father who's got ulcer, and me and my mother have recently changed to be vegetarians now, full stoked, 100% vegetarians. It's kind of tough because when you go over to their house, it's food that I'm not used to, but out of respect that you understand what is happening, and you have to. It's not doesn't change my mind. It makes umuntu a little bit to take action as opposed to look, listen, and see. To take action.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What action does it prompt you to take?
Say that again.
What action does it prompt you to take?
First of all, it's the choices now that you have to make with the foods that you take. I mean, first of all, the biggest thing is the acid. December time is coming up, and you know, every single African family indulges in sugar from the first to the last day of the festivities. So it's the acid, first of all, because I'm a stock fair, cool drinks. There's all the choice of sorted the one thing that every family must have. So it's those it doesn't dialogue. So reducing. I mean, I call them cactus crackers as opposed to much choice of sorted. So having to budget wise first, and second of all, being able to be things it and I know who write up. And also focusing on the labels is another thing. I mean, we don't do that much of reading what is in there. We just take because we know it. Being brand loyal sometimes hurts because you don't know how much harm that brand is doing to you.
Yeah. So if that is the style of our shopping, we just take because we know, would we notice not the labels then?
So again?
Would we, if that's it's in our character to grab that pack because you know it, you've always used it. Would we notice if there were those warning labels? Would we notice them at all?
We would, because if you look at it this way, a person now, what I've noticed, I drink beer, I love my Black Label. But what Black Label has done now, instead of putting all their labels, their warning signs on the bottom of the pack, they put them on the neck of the bottle. So the moment, that's what you see, because you drink it. Put the warnings on the neck. So it is visible, it's in front of the eyes before the person does anything else. The same thing that happens with cigarette. The packaging, they don't put it at the bottom, they put it at the top. So now you can see it before you can even open it and use it. So you would notice, because it's a change in the packaging, first of all. So it will make a difference,
So it's also in the placement, where they put a label by itself is not sufficient. Also where they put it, you're saying would be very important.
Yes. Having it on the packaging means nothing. Because if I have a pack of cigarettes facing me and you have it at the back, I'm not going to fog knock it back. I'm going to take the blue Stevenson or whatever I smoke and I go. The same with the beer. If it's at the back of the beer, I'm not going to notice it because I only care what's inside. And 90% of the time when you open the beer, you look at it in front. So that's just a visual impediment that everybody has, that when you take something, you always look at it from the front.
Yeah. Thanks, Menzi.
All right.
Any thoughts, Dando? Did it make you change your attitude? Is there anything specific that you feel this age is saying we must do?
I kindly, like kancane, because I already know who say I'm a drinks with a lot of sugar not good for you. So I'm aware of it, and I'm not a person on my fizzy drinks, but I look fine apelela for ingane ekhaya ukuze nazo zazi ukuthi what can happen. So yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Keta. I think you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I like what it's not the first chef Abek mentioned about a display of a warning. You see, with as much as if bezoyibeka lapha ingabi transparent because of my problem. Again, I think as much as advert ingathi we mustn't take this. For me, I think maybe there's supposed to be a limitation. You see, because it's not dangerous to take a cereal. It's not dangerous to eat a yogurt, but when you're going to eat it daily, maybe that's when they have to tell us if we touch more, what are the side effects? You see?
Okay.
Not that we mustn't take it at all. You understand?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
As full example, I think when I the medication where they write but you don't continue taking it for more than 10 days.
Exactly. Exactly.
So by the
Exactly.
parameters, don't take it too much or whatever. Okay, no.
Maybe you see, yeah, we have a maximum maybe per day. Understand?
Yeah.
You see,
Yes.
maybe per week, something like that.
Yes. Yeah. No, thanks. Thanks very much.
Okay.
Ubonga. What is there anything specific that you think this is saying they would like us to start doing? And if you call, what is that for you?
Yeah, it's thinking when we're buying foods. Ukuthi singamele sithathe noma ikuphi ukudla noma ikanjani. Njengoba kade esho nje uSpeaker yokuqala ukuthi izitofela ziyaqala. Since iqala izinto, they buy in bulks. They buy in bulks because they are cheaper. Yeah. And we must learn ukuthi fanele prioritize when we're buying goods. Not to just grab any goods which has got a side effect in our lives. So we must weigh izinto esiyithengayo.
Yes, yes. So just tell me, because I think most of you, Nite, what you do, you provide funds, ekayeni, and then mama ibona bahamba bayotenga. So how would that be managed now, seeing that the information is nina and yet abantu abazofika e-supermarket mama bangekho?
Ngicabanga sekuyisifundo lesi. Isifundo nje esihle sokuthi we mustn't buy this, and we must when they do the grocery list, they mustn't do on their own. We must be there when they are doing the grocery list. To inform them not to buy this much. Yes. Because I guess as much as Gegas are women, but we must convince them. We must convince them so that they can understand what we're talking about.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
But what about you, Lati? What in you says this was the specific thing that the ad was telling me to do or asking me to do or do differently?
Okay.
Oh, okay, Niti, is there anything specific in this ad that you felt they wanted us to do after seeing it? And if you corner, what was the thing that they were asking us to do?
Hey, ngicabanga ukuthi into ebalekile lana uma ngikuzwa kahle ukuchuza noma ukudlulisa umyalezo ukuthi yini esiyidlayo, yini esiyigrosayo. Kube khona futhi izinto like kwi-grocery yakho azibe khona phela ama-vegetables, izinto ezi-green, you know, lezo zinto ey'njalo. Kube khona nezinto ezithenga eceleni like ezizosiza ukulekelela imizimba yethu, yabo. Mhlawumbe izinto ezizosiza ukulekelela iliver, ama-kidneys, zonke lezi zinto. Ngoba lokhu kudla esikudlayo kuyasi-affecta. Uma ngenza isibonelo nje ngingasho ukuthi-ke ngipromota o-boldosinaro, but zikhona izinto ey'njalo. Nefresolid boldosinaro eyisiza ama-kidneys and lungs. Kulokhu ukudla esikudlayo okungekho healthy ngaleyo ndlela. But-ke sayidlule ukuthi-ke omama vele bagrosa bodwa bayibambele oshintshi phela. Sekudlulisa nje i-word of mouth ukubona ukuthi-ke izinto ey'ngathengwa ilezi ey'ngasiza iy'mpilo zomndeni.
Yeah. Okay. And after seeing this ad, who or what do you think is mainly responsible for our unhealthy food choices? Who aids the development of those unhealthy food choices?
For me, it's society. It's society. Society. I mean, if you look at all the ills out of communities, it is usbanibani uthenge i-TV engaka kasoni, so nami usefandile ndingumakhelwane. So as we say, if makhelwane order every single Friday or the KFC bucket, Now influence against the finite.
Yeah.
Not understanding then it is not about the image or the monetary value, but it is the fact that those fatty foods every single Friday, it becomes a norm and it becomes a habit, you know, ending. And now start to song the finite. And njengotsho sothethe ezinjalo there's nothing wrong about it, but at the end of the day, any too much of a good thing is bad for anyone. Even if you take antibiotics, you take them too much, it's still gonna be bad, even though it's good for you. So yeah, I think the social is, and plus dissecting it further, I'd say the parents are the integral role in where the mom or dad integral still, because the decisions they make, abantwana abekhula, umntwana ukhula ngokubona more than umntwana akhula ngokuxelela. So umntwana xa ebona umama notata besele itona icoke zonke insuku, like icakes zonke insuku, every Friday apha ekhaya iKentucky khona, every weekend, Saturday chisa inyama ngapha, same things. So that becomes a picture of normality umntwaneni, uba no, this is normal, man.
Yeah.
Xa enxaniwe akazuhamba etephini akha amanzi, uli fridge thatha icoke athela asele. So by changing that ekhayeni, automatically, systematically, abantwana will take what they see, the change in what they've been presented with, then automatically nabo uzochinja. And ingqondo zakhe xa sezikhula nayo khona bakhula beyazi, no man, ekhaya kuthiwa irongo le, now ndiyabona futhi kwimeter is it irongo le nto le. So that then you can be able, umntwana esena 18 moving onwards can make their own mind. But making their own mind on top of a bedding and a foundation of information that's been given right.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thanks. Keta?
Yeah, I agree with him, but on the other side, I'm disagreeing. As much as advert, what we understanding, ingathi zirong leza zinto ebezivezwe. You understand? For me, I will say the competitors, maybe nabo bane effect wrong, because maybe I'm not sure whether we're allowed to choose a brand. If it's a cereals, how many brands ama cereals see now? Ukona, and if you know a brand wonke nemali price yakhona ayifani, and then you ask yourself why. The large cheap, you must know what there's something wrong now. So my competitors as well as the poverty, because we told you speaker would yes, umakhelwane wami uyawathenga ingaza uyabona lengaza khona zifana nama-cereal nezakulo zizofuna ama-cereal, but i-competition izothi ngeke afford lawa yana bese azithola sethenga lawa mhlawumbe azomgulisa. Siphinda back utshwaleni, yabona, if sithi i-community noma i-society e-influencer utshwala bungakanani, but awukho umuzi obona ingane zikhula zithi hayi because utshwala busebuyaphuzwa. No, mina ngizama ukuthola ama-competitors nawo kufanele mhlawumbe asinikeze isixwayiso about ukudla kwabo, yabona, njengoba kuphuma ama-advert otshwala sibonile lapha, but what about ukudla? Abaziboni, ayikho into e-wrong abayishoyo ngabo bona, yabona, bona badayisa nje kuphela, baveza okuhle kuphela, nawo ku-wrong, yabona.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just want to clarify, ama-competitors, ukhuluma ngama food manufacturers.
Yes.
Yes, okay, about ama-competitors, what you're referring to. Okay.
I'm referring, I refer to them because they don't give us anything wrong in into yabo. Every time bakhuluma into ezinhle ngento yabo, into ezinhle, only to find, but they know behind after taking this thing so long, what is going to happen to you, which is so they have to tell us.
And Ntando, what are your thoughts on, you know, the government, I think on an ongoing basis, they get onto initiatives where the putting warnings as they did, as they insisted for cigarettes, for alcohol, and so on. What is your attitude towards that? Do you care at all that the government be involved or anything like that?
This is very important because if it's boga isinkwa like bread, you get bread, brown bread, white bread, then there's olochi I. They with bread they're very specific. There's lochi I, but with other things like for example, as you explained about in terms of the cereal. The cereal list doesn't say what it has, like a quantity on a big nose or in the paleng or anything that might be said harmful. But in terms of the cigarettes and alcohol, it's clear. Once you start to point we are born this can lead to this. It's by before saying. So ukudla akuxwayisi ngama-disadvantage awo. So if you take X amount of this certain products, you can be obese.
Yeah.
You understand? But if you take a certain X amount of utwala, it can lead to this. If you can lead to cancer. So probably in terms of food and which are luxury utwala, it can be in terms of warning people on what is the disadvantage of everything.
Yeah. Okay. And therefore, following on that, Bonga, does this affect your support for opposition to the government insisting on those warning labels?
That will be in the foot.
If you're following up on what Tando was saying just now about the government and the warning labels on cigarettes and what have you, does this improve or give indifference in terms of I think we need feedback kanjani
No, say right.
Okay, I was just checking if this affects your support or opposition to such warnings that the government would typically insist being put on the packaging.
I think the government should insist to the producers or to the manufacturers that they must put the warnings on the product that they are producing if they are going to be harmful to their lives. Like Ukwai, as they've mentioned before. Uguti has got a health hazard warning, and Utwala has got a health hazard warning.
Yeah.
And another thing is that with the community, they compete with one another or each other. When one bought something, omunye ufuna ukuthi naye ayithenge or ayithenge more of that particular product. That's one of the problems that we have in our society. It's a competition which is unhealthy.
I suppose it's also what Umenzi was talking about earlier on, about what is being bought by neighbors and then not checking the health benefits and all of that.
Yes. When it comes to that, if the goods are reasonable or they suit their pocket.
Yeah.
They just grab.
Yeah.
Like for instance, it's festive now. Choice assorted are going to be more purchased in the shops. And also fizzy drinks, they are going to be purchased more from the shops. Abantu bahlukanisa ofela yonke leyo nto. So nje kunezinto eziningi ethola ukuthi sizithenga zingenaso isidingo esingako. We buy because we want to see it ofela. Yeah.
Did this change your attitude towards the companies that produce, sell, or advertise unhealthy foods? After seeing this ad, did you feel like, man, I will try to do or it didn't make any difference at all?
Yeah, attitude get. Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. Continue.
Okay. Okay, ngiyacabanga ukuthi i-attitude fanele ishintshe kuthina as consumers. Ukuthi if we buy this, what effect are we going to get from that particular product if we buy more of that particular product? Like for instance, I'll make an example.
Mamela Bobo, sorry.
Yes.
I'm talking about your attitude towards the manufacturers, food manufacturers, the companies that make, sell, or advertise the unhealthy foods. That's the attitude I'm checking now. If this ad made you think again about how you feel about them, those companies.
I would feel bad. The attitude is in a negative because of what? Because when they advertise, they don't tell the after effect of the product.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
No, as I've said earlier, the government must force actually the companies or those who are doing advert which must convince as umphakathi what is wrong about this product. It should become a must. You understand?
Yes.
Yeah, for me. Even the manufacturers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Ndando, did it change how you feel about those companies?
It makes the measures we would see on what they put on their products very strict. We would see, are the people with guidelines, or is it being tested properly? Is what they're saying they're providing true to what the measurements are saying on the package? And also, if there's a hazard from the products, it should be displayed early that this product can lead to this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And when looking at this ad now, scene by scene, right up to the full story that is telling, what scenes are staying with you? What scenes were you found memorable that resonated with you, you liked them, and so on? Menzi?
For me, it is the morning, because the morning is the most probably for me the one time that the whole family gets to sit, even if it's for 20 minutes, get to sit together. Because in the afternoons, it really depends when I come back and the schedule, and if I come back, I have to work. I can't sit down and eat with the family. So the morning for me is very significant because that's the start of the day, and like it says, breakfast is the most important meal of the day. That's when everybody gets the jump start of their day.
Yeah.
If the one thing that is supposed to give you sustenance and gives you that boost for the day is parallel to your health, and in a way that it is highly unhealthy, but because the brand is a trusted brand, you tend to think that they would have your best interest at heart, which as we know it, corporates don't always do that, because corporates always focus on less costs, more revenue. So by cutting down on 2 or 3 products, they tend to make more money because it's all about increases every single year. Yeah. So for me, that is and knowing that what my children consume in the morning.
Yeah.
See, unwillingly, you're inhabiting your health, unwillingly, unbeknownst to yourself.
Yeah.
And this also just it heightens the awareness that one should have, and one should be pressurizing themselves and their family and the people closer to them, to focus on such. If we look at it this way, under Nkosazana Zuma, Dlamini Zuma, we had pressure, and she had a bill that said every single cigarette manufacturer should have warning signs. We just recently now, in a 2.5 years ago, had changed from alcohol not putting as many, being forced now to be putting. Now we have stores like Woolworths. When the vegetarian vegan wave came through, they changed the approaches, and they were able to provide for those people and for those masses changing over. We have people like Pick and Pay Hyper that do it. We have I've just recently seen a Checkers. They have a brand that is theirs. It's called Healthy Foods, if I'm not mistaken. That's just the branding. It's in a brown paper bag, packaging, sorry. So you will have your cereal, you have your oats, you have your normal foods, but it has different kind of foods. It's chips, it has peanuts, but it all healthy food wise. So it is stuff like that, like the whole free range stuff that came. We as African people have had free range chicken for the rest of our lives. But when it gets to Woolworths now, it's free range with a price tag that is 3 times the amount of chickens we can have in Eogwen. you have spinach and butternuts and which we can self-sustain ourselves now since and all of a sudden now you can't be able to have a little thing. You have to go to and buy it because Woolworths has it cleaner, it's washed with the baby oil and stuff like that. So it's marketing stuff and they're making money out of it because people are scared.
Sit down, Kalongo. Sit down.
So it's
yeah.
I mean, just having your own vegetation garden, man, watching the food that you eat, buying, it's not expensive. Checkers has it really, really, really affordable to everybody else, but it's, I guess, researching. We're at the age of technology. Researcher, you can have recipes, you can have and stuff like that. So everything is easy accessible to further educate yourself, further see where you are eating and where could you change.
Okay.
So yeah, all the brands are not going to do you any justice.
Yeah, that breakfast thing was the most memorable, impactful for Menzi. What about you, Nati? Anything that is staying with you and for you just communicate the essence of this ad that you've just seen?
Sometimes I hardly hear you, but I would say.
Okay. Who heard me?
Pardon?
I'm just asking the rest of the group if anyone heard me, what I was asking. Is there anything from the ad that you feel is the essence of what this ad was communicating to you?
On my side, I have not heard the last part, whereby that granny is a cooler. Yeah, so and I'm not sure whether to say I should have it's at night, that's where things happen. When abasesilele semzimba sowuthi uzama ukwenza into zakhona usuba ne-problem.
Okay.
Sidlile ekuseni nasemini, but things will happen so late, you understand? Yeah, so said that part with ish, yeah. That's
okay. Thanks. Dando.
Yes. No, the ad, it was straightforward for me. In terms of that, it's a price. So we should always look out on what we eat and what we put in our body, because our body, without our body and more functioning actually, then so many things. And more, if we put in more food that is not gonna be. It's not helping with the metabolism. It's so lazy and so having sickness that you are not aware of, that your food, all the energy you're putting into your body is not working to help anything devices.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm going to show you now is not the ad, but it's just the slogan of the ad that we saw just now. As Dennis is showing us, is there anything that made you uncomfortable? I just want a quick answer. Did anything make you feel uncomfortable? Yeah, unresolved.
No.
nothing inappropriate. And singing needs completeness, the characters that are used, the language that is used, culturally and otherwise, races and so on, everything felt comfortable with you.
Yeah, no, I feel it comes with the rainbow diversity. First of all, if we look at the breakfast, it doesn't have any racial implications. So the same with lunch, because it can be any race.
Okay.
Yeah. Even it's only the part at the end where you would notice that it is from an African background, because African backgrounds have all gogo no mama that bring fundis over after church. That's the only notice. And then after ugogo del pansi, that also. So from the time it's dinner and umfundisi has, of course, that it changes the paradigm completely now. Then you notice that is focused purely on an African and family setting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's okay with you. Yeah.
Problem. I don't see any problem, Goam, because look, we are a diverse nation. We can't at every single time have an Indian breakfast because everybody has Kellogg's in the morning, and it's everybody.
Okay.
For me, a little humorous satire at the end, but it's very honest, and it's something that everybody else can relate to. Abantu who are at this time not as very knowledgeable about the diseases and what sugars are. It is the African nation. So it tends to build through from involving everybody, but it singles out very, very honestly and says, yes, we are a nation that eats everything, and we still left behind on understanding the implications of it. So that alone gives you, if you catch that at the end, it's still then it creates a little bit of information, even for a short time.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thanks very much. Then we can continue. Oh, okay, yeah, as I was starting to say, we're going to show you just the slogan that we are talking about. Please not the full ad, just the slogan, time to know. This is the ad that we just saw. What do you think of the slogan? Do you find any people would notice it? Time to know. Bonga. Yes, I tried to. Oh, here. Okay, thanks. And Ubonga, okay. Anyone, Dando, what do you think of the slogan? Is it memorable? Is it a slogan that you would remember afterwards?
Yeah, something memorable. Yeah, you can ungayikhumbula noma ungayibonanga ungayikhumbula the slogan.
Yes.
Yes.
What would it be saying to you, Mayikumbula?
It's time to know what you're putting in your body. It's time to know what's and what's the disadvantages of what you're eating. So it's about time that we know what we are dealing with in terms of food.
Thanks. Thank you. Lucky?
On my point of view, I would say you are what you eat. You know, what you eat now can harm you tomorrow.
Okay. So do you think therefore people would remember this caption, time to know?
Definitely. They would remember.
Okay. Okay. What feelings does it create, Bonga? How do you feel when you see it, when you hear it, perhaps? How do you feel about it? Okay, Keta, I think
No, Bonga is with you, but anyway, hey, I can feel bad and feel so sad. And the slogan is, it's, yeah, I agree with it. It's time to know that what we are eating will cause us to be like this at the end of the day. So, and I feel so sad when I see Makoko now. I'm not sure that she's crying, but I can see that there's something inside. It's like maybe it's a heartburn. I don't know. Yeah.
Does it motivate you to demand warning labels on unhealthy food products?
Sorry?
Does it motivate you to demand warning labels on unhealthy food?
Yes, yes. It's time to know that what we eat, what are the side effects of what we eat at the end of the day. Yeah.
Okay. Bonga, we are very much. Okay. Does it motivate you to demand warning labels on food? More you are saying you tend to know.
100%.
Bonga, yeah, on mute, Bonga.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Because it's time to know, it's rememberable too, that people should know that what effects are we going to have when consuming the unhealthy food.
Okay, thank you. So we're going to the next campaign. Thank you. We'll go through the same process, except now it should be quicker because you have seen what we're asking and so on. So we'll now show you the second ad that we're testing. Bonga, uyayibona? Menzi?
Yes, Pocket.
Okay, now.
If you know us, you know we like to get to the truth. Everybody knows more and more of our children are becoming overweight. But why? And why are so many of our brothers and sisters dying from conditions like diabetes and heart disease? But the real question is, why does the unhealthy food industry hide what it puts in our food? And exactly what is the impact of these high amounts of sugar, salt, and fat? What exactly are you hiding?
Okay, siyaphinda ne?
If you know us, you know we like to get to the truth. Everybody knows more and more of our children are becoming overweight. But why? And why are so many of our brothers and sisters dying from conditions like diabetes and heart disease? But the real question is, why does the unhealthy food industry hide what it puts in our food? And exactly what is the impact of these high amounts of sugar, salt, and fat? What exactly are you hiding?
Okay. So this is a survey as we did last time also, where you're going to rate this ad. Ama questions ayafana nalawa kuqala. Seniyayibona? Someone? Okay, sure. Please, let's start then. So the ad that you've just seen, Sunukwazi Baba, is easy to understand, is believable, is relevant to me. It taught me something new. It makes me stop and think. I would be likely to talk to someone about someone else about this ad. It makes me motivated to have less unhealthy foods and sugary drinks. It increases my support for warning labels on the front of food and drink packages that identify when that food or drink is unhealthy. It motivates me to seek more information about what's in the food I eat. It increases my support for government actions to reduce consumption of unhealthy food and sugary drinks in South Africa. Number 10, lo nikhumbule kuza 11 no 12 ne? So kuza kanjani khetha uqedile? Ngiyabonga. Tando? Thanks. Menzi? Bonga?
Done.
Lucky? Oh, good. Okay, thanks. So now the last two questions. Number 11, motivates me to take action. For instance, signing a petition or sharing a message on social media to call on government to require companies to display clear front of package warnings on unhealthy food. And lastly, it's an effective ad on front of pack labeling or on harms of sugary drinks and unhealthy food. So, Dylan, Keta?
Yes, yes.
Thanks. Okay. Good. Thanks very much. So, like we said before, 1, 2 words to describe this ad, this one now that you've just seen now. What would you say? How would you describe this ad, Ntando?
This ad, the last ad, is actually giving us the real life that's obesity and diabetes is actually something we're struggling with as a country, you know. And I think the way we nada and we told is that and us and keep having the reminder, you know, as like we are reminded about the HIV and AIDS, that this also be a reminder consistent, like more reminder on HIV and AIDS.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
So yeah, it is something that we're battling with as a country, but I don't think they're putting more fuel onto people knowing what's the. It is a struggle for us.
Okay. Thanks, Dando. Lucky, in one word or two, how would you describe this ad?
Yeah, it brought an awareness on the food we eat. Even mention the food we eat, what is on it, you know, and the danger of disease like high blood pressure, heart attack, and yes.
Okay, all right, thanks. A word or two to describe this ad.
Yeah. Irrelevant to me because as we have said before, that the unhealthy food is dangerous to human lives. So it is relevant so that people can stop buying this unhealthy food in large quantities.
Yeah, the advert is relevant. It's time for us as customers to know. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. It speaks the truth, man. It gets to a person's conscious. I'm thinking of Mtana, so she's 7 years old, and she's and I was thinking what could happen to her. And I'm supposed to be there protecting her. No, it makes you think twice and want to take action. Seriously.
What action would you want to take? What action are you saying it makes you want to take action? So I'm asking, what action would you want to take?
Sign a petition if there's a petition. Be on social media, be vocal about it, and force the powers that be to listen and start enforcing and making bills that are people friendly as opposed to be corporate pockets friendly.
Yeah. Who is it directed at? Who is it targeting?
The MEC of Health, first of all. And the MP in Parliament, Babum Keys. those are the two people that have the buying powers in making the decisions and putting those bills in place for the president to sign, because the committee sitting down won't be sitting down if the powers that be, the MEC and the members in parliament who are health professionals.
Yeah.
And you have a parliament of the youth parliament that is not doing anything about it. So if those stake players can come into play, maybe. And then organizations like the Healthy Alliance, they have a voice too. And the normal citizens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Ntando, who do you think is targeting?
Every voice counts, John. Every voice counts.
Hello, ma.
Yes, I was asking, Umezi has highlighted quite a range of people that or institutions that he feels are being targeted in this area. Now, for yourself, who do you think is that targeting here?
It also goes in Ganze to go to school every day, especially they spend most hours at school. So it's also more figure school in a tuck shop and they sell anything. You know? I know a few schools that have closed down a tuck shop because you would see Ingani were eating or sweet only, and they're not buying it, and they're only selling a chips. So that is not good for them. So they ended up closing a tuck shop just because there's nothing healthy coming from the tuck shop. You know? So it is important for us also as parents to know what we put in a lunchbox for our kids.
Yeah.
You know, what type of products we need to buy for our kids. Because when about cheese, our process, I understand the man, so now, so you don't know what to trust anymore. But it's important for you as a parent to know what you want for your kids, and also our government should also have a hand in helping us who say our kids are healthy and are served all right.
Okay, thanks. Lucky. What is it saying? What is this ad saying? Who is it targeting?
It's for everyone. Our kids from school, at school, they're having a feeding scheme, where they feed our kids, if they can practice a healthy lifestyle there at school, even us at homes, eating healthy.
Yeah.
Going back to places like clinics, I remember back then sisengabantwana sasifundiswa nasema-clinics ukuthi ikuphi ukudla oku-right okufanele sikudle, uyayibona leyo nto. Vegetables, zonke lezo zinto. So kuqala kuma-household nasesikoleni kube khona irole abayidlalayo njengoba kunama-feeding schemes, and then abantwana bakhule bazi ukuthi ikuphi ukudla okufanele bakudle, nathi nje ngobudala bethu sazi ukuthi ikuphi ukudla oku-right for thina. No government naye unegalelo angalidlala. Yes.
Government.
Uyabona nje
iyabhiliveka le message bonga. Noqhubeka laphi? Qhubeka laphi?
Yes. Ngithi umenze okwasho ukuthi like angithi sinabo ozwela imkhize udokotela, sinabo abantu abane influence, sinabantu abafana noDlomo,
Yeah.
If kukhona izinto ezifana no food and security, lezo zinto ukuthi iziphi izinto ezidliwayo zi-right kangakanani for imizimba yethu before zize kubantu, yabo. Yeah.
Okay, no. Thanks, Lucky. Okay, Bonga, sorry about that. So Makuluma.
Okay. I think this is targeting basically to the households, because they are the one who buy these goods, which these are unhealthy products, and when they buy them in large quantities, it promotes the producers to produce more. But if they don't buy them in large quantities, that is when the producers will not produce them in large quantities. I think it basically it targets the households or the parents, because they are the one who buy these goods for their kids.
Okay. Yebo Keta.
Thank you. Mine is, it's like the government and the producers. I'm not whether we call them the producers or the manufacturers. I don't know. It's like government, it says is busy trying to stop these izimpahla eziphuma ngaphandle, you understand? But we never had government stop these fake food, you understand? So I think the food manufacturers are the ones who let's target to tell them, look guys, show us what is it that you put in this food, and the government we must look.
Yeah. Okay.
So for me, it's the government and the food manufacturers.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thanks. Did this ad teach you anything new? According to your, I didn't know this. Now I know because I've seen it. Dando.
It's not basically taught me something new, but it's something that we start learning. You know, we're not so expressing it enough how important it is to know how what's in our food and what's being sold for us. You know, we need to know now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else who's coming out with something new that okay, Lucky? Yes, Lucky.
Ngicela ueda nje kancane kuleli phuzi lakhehla elinamandla kangaka. Uyabona njengoba ukhehla esho ukuthi ugovernment unegalelo elikhulu kufuna lidlala. Siyazi sonke ukuthi ugovernment kukhona izikhati la kuthiwa ama-Hong Kong, ingube zama-Hong Kong ziyamiswa yonke leyo nto. So ugovernment unawo amandla ukuthi lokhu kudla esikudlayo laba abakhiqizayo uma kungekho right phela nakho kumiswe. Sikhule thina kunezimpuphu nje sizaziye icommon no-AC onyala, but now uthola ukuthi nje khona impuphu ongayazi lehlukile. So ugovernment uma ngase nje abe namandla ekutheni zonke lezo zinto ayistop, ngeke yenzeke lento eyenzekalayo.
Would you talk about it to abanye abantu? Would you talk about this ad to other people? Who would these people be? What would you be saying to them?
Phela indaba iqala ekhaya. Iqala ekhaya nje lo myalezo ukuthi udluliseke ekhaya emphakathini, extended family, you know, ukuze baphile abantu.
Uthini kubona?
Ukuqaphela phela izinto esiyidlayo, yabo? Ukuthi sidlani, lezi zinto esiyidlayo zinamthelela muni ekugcineni.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Thanks, Lucky. Menzi. Would you talk about this ad afterwards? What would you be saying?
Yeah, I would. I mean, njengoba ulakhe esho. I mean, indaba iqala ekhaya. So charity begins at home. Kumele phela ila umuntu etshale khona. Mayitshala khona ke sekuyokhula elsewhere ngoba umuntu nomuntu mephuma endlini uyohamba ayofafaza khona. Iqala kanjalo indaba ke. So lo mlilo ke kufanele uqale ekhaya more than anything else. Ungaphuma ekhaya ke nje and colleagues kodwa ke kufanele iqale ekhaya.
Okay. All right. Is there anything that is quite specific that you felt this ad was asking you to do?
On my, for me, it says read. Like you can see that chapter I found land before you. We mustn't eat anything. You see? Yeah, firstly, we need to just to know more about the product, item layer, yeah, so for me, that's the only thing I learned. Normally we don't read lezi zinto zokudla. Siyathatha nesidle, understand? Yeah.
Abanye, what is there anything specific that you felt, yes, Lucky?
nakuba singafunda ukuthi lokho esikudlayo kunjani, kodwa nginakho ukucabanga kulabo abasemazingeni aphansi othola ukuthi abasebenzi abana income. Uma ungena income awukwazi ukuthuza into ozoyidla, udla leyo nto ebekwe phambi kwakho ngoba awunayo imali yokuthi uthenge into engcono efanele umzimba wakho. Yes.
Okay. So are you saying that even if they wanted to do something, there's not much they could do?
Kunzima kakhulu, ake ngenze isibonelo. Ake ngithi nje mina ngiphuma lapha emndenini ophansi, ngidecide ukuqala i-diet.
Yeah.
Ubani uzo-attenda leyo nto yakho ekhaya wedwa uqala i-diet, kuphekwe ngale ndlela okuphekwe ngayo. Uyabo, uzogcina ubuyela kule ndlela abadla ngayo. Yabo, ngoba akekho uzokunakekela noma uzokhitharisha le jeni osuyithathile ukuthi uqala i-diet wena. So ugcina uphoqeleka ukuthi udle ngendlela abadla ngayo.
Yeah.
So ke umuntu ongawazi ukupractice mhlambe i-diet, umuntu kuthiwa akasithi uyihlalela wedwa, uyakwazi ukuthi udle ngaleyo ndlela uthanda ngayo. But ngeke ekhaya ukuthi kuphekwe ngale ndlela okuphekwe ngayo wena uthi uzophuma eceleni uhluke.
Okay. Mawucabanga ukudla healthy food, are you thinking of a diet? Are you associating healthy food with a diet? I'll come to you, Bonga.
Khona kucishe kube njalo. Ucishe kube njalo nje. Ake ngenze isibonelo. Kukhona abantu abama-vegetarians, yabo. Kulula kakhulu lowo muntu, ake sithi nje ekhaya ikhona insimi esiyitshalele beetroot, esiyitshalele carrot, esiyitshalele spinach, yabo. Kulula ukupractice lokho, but umuntu okuzofanele othenga ukuze abe nalezi zinto, kuba nzima kakhulu.
Okay. All right. Bonga,
ukuvumelana nokhetha no Lucky le lokho abakushoyo ukuthi it is important for the household ukuthi izinto when they buy izinto, and before they eat things that they know ukuthi kunamaphi ama ingredients akhona, not spend esidle nje noma ikuphi ukudla. And also bekhuluma nge-diet umfowethu uLucky, it is important ukuthi labantu laba abangasebenzi, since they don't have enough money to fund themselves, ukuthi they don't have to choose, so they eat everything.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
After watching this ad, who or what do you think is mainly responsible for developing unhealthy food choices within the society? Nyamtola. Yes, after seeing this ad, who do you think is responsible for developing these unhealthy food choices that we are seeing being so prevalent in the country?
For me, as I mentioned, it's the government. If the government is a I'm not sure what they call it, a policy or it's a law or whatever. If I can make an example, the government babenisha these asbestos. You remember asbestos houses? So bakwazi ukuthi bathi aziphele because bezibulala abantu. So even now the government ingayibeka imithetho yokuthi ukudla kumele kube supermarket ilokhu nalokhu 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 kanje.
Okay.
Yeah.
So semandleni nami.
Yes. As I mentioned, the Minister of Health and the others are the ones.
When Antando Bondaganjan, who is responsible for these unhealthy food choices that people are making?
It's within the family. Umndeni wakho usinidla kanjani ekhaya. Yabo, and it's also not government ukuthi lokudla sikutholayo from ama outlets ney'tolo is it's right in lokho kudla. Yabo, i-government can angalawula ukuthi into esiyitholayo iku-standard in. Kodwa thina ekhaya asifanele silawule ukuthi how much do we intake and si-intake into enjani. So kuhluka kabili, so babili, yes, government unezinto afa uyibheke nazi fanele siyibheke ekhaya.
Yes, yeah. And did this ad convince you that you must support the government or not in their initiatives of putting labels on food, unhealthy foods and so on?
Yeah, I can support the government.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I support it.
Okay, what about you, Min? Lost you a bit.
No, if the government is on board in doing this, I fully support it. I don't have any ill will against them. Yeah. I mean, it's just making sure that the Minister of Social Development, the Minister of Economic Development, Human Settlements, and the Minister of Agriculture and some sorts are rolled out with contingency plans to say, asifundise abasemakhaya ukuqhubeka batshale abangatshali, asifundise abasemadolobheni ukuqhubeka batshale. Let's make sure that wherever we relocate people, we also account for them to say there's a piece of land for this human settlement to have like a what's this, a little bit of farming land. That also creates a little bit of self-sustenance, and you get to be food aware of how healthy foods you should be eating. Because data is worked down. So we need to go back. I think back to our African people, because that's what we do most. And Pila was almost 92. And and then you get cause pneumonia and stuff killed. But other than that, man, as opposed to us who die diabetes in 15, heart attack in 35, stroke in 40, cancer in 2. So it goes back to what we eat. I mean, if the government wants to take initiative and roll out the labels and the warning signs, I'm fully behind it, for the fact that I would love to live a world where my children can be able to eat comfortably and healthily and live a long life.
Yeah. And did it change your attitude towards the companies that make, sell or advertise unhealthy food?
Look, I can tell you this because I know corporate. Corporate will never tell you anything unless you put them to your account. Never. They're all about profits. Who they kill and who they roll over do not care. Yes, you will say you don't care about Kellogg's now, and tomorrow Kellogg's comes out with a healthy, conscious version of Kellogg's with all the labels in the right places. We as people are very fickle when it comes to loyalty. So I would not say per se I am against them. I'm the one who was not learned enough to know. They didn't inform me. It's a lose-lose. It's a win for them. They get the revenue every single time. It's a lose for me because my health then deteriorates. So at the end, I'd say it's each to its own.
Okay, thanks. Like, how do you feel now about these companies that make, sell, or advertise unhealthy foods? Do you think your attitude has shifted in any way?
Yeah, it shifted. Because now izinto esiyidlayo njengoba kuvele ukuthi zi-dangerous kangakanani neqhaza okufuna libanjwe ugovernment for i-public participation. Mangenza nje isibonelo, uma ngabe kubamba ugovernment ungaba ngcono, ngoba khona amaphutha enzeka lapha phansi. Ake ngenze isibonelo. Emalokishini akhona ama-tuck shop othola ukuthi Monday to Sunday dayiswa amagwinya, dayiswa ama-fried chips. Uyabona? Lo muntu umkhiqizo omsizayo kodwa ubulala abantu. Uyabona? Because awukho health. So nje siyadinga kakhulu ukufundiseka. Siyadinga kakhulu but ugovernment inkulu irole angayidlala. But thina nje ama-individuals njengoba sila kuningi kakhulu esikufundile esophumela emphakathini siqaphelise kakhulu imindeni yethu noma ngeke ifinyelele kubona bonke.
Okay, that's good to hear that this session was worthwhile. If you now think about the ad itself, I think I asked you about the sins that what sins are staying with you, or a sin that is staying with you in your mind when you think about this ad that you just saw now? Which one was more impactful for you?
For me, it's whereby that chef efunda ukuthi ngempela what is it? It's a container, that box.
Yeah.
Efunda nje.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kusalile kumina always with yeah. Angikwenzi lokho, asikwenzi thina lokho, yabona. But kubalulekile.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Bonga ubona kanjani?
Yeah. Mayikhuluma mayibheka ilokhunjana i-product leya. Izama ukuthi thina iyasifundisa ukuthi thina asike siqaphele izinto esizisebenzisayo nesizidlayo. Ukuthi zinaziphi izinto ezingasi affecta empilweni zethu.
Okay.
Like for instance, I'll make an example. Like when we talk of ukudla lokhu unhealthy, ukunciphisa isikhathi ukuthi prepare. But at the end of the day, in the long run, it has got a negative effect.
Okay. Anyone else with a sin that is just staying in your head that you even now you're thinking about?
For me, it is statistics. Where I think it's a message phone that statistics say 40% diabetes and heart rate deaths between kids.
Okay.
That for me, I mean, being the top 10 of the deaths that we have in South Africa.
Yeah.
And it all relates to one thing: healthy eating. We eat.
Yeah.
Yes, there'll be another association of stress towards heart disease, but majority of it, the salt and the fats.
Yeah.
You see?
Dando.
It's basically the stats, like which is basically the stats to which these things are actually affecting us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Menzi? Oh, sorry, Menzi. Lucky?
Yes, ukunganaki kuningi. Uyazi ukuthi let me make an example. Kufana noma uyothenga e-store. Uyazi ukuthi ngendlela esinganaki ngayo, ukunganaki nje i-expiry date ukuthenga. Ukunganaki i-expiry date uthenga impuphu. Uyabo siyavele isikhathi. Uyobona nje ithi sigulisa noma usufike ekhaya ukuthi lento ithengile kudala i-expiry. So nje ithina as abantu okufuna sibe alert ngalezi zinto.
Yeah. Were there any sins or language, anything, characters that made you feel very uncomfortable, that made you feel offended?
No.
Okay. Which sin, I know I've asked now which one had impact, but which one has more resonance with you? Is there any sin that you just felt you related more? You could see yourself there?
Yeah, I mean the one on the you mean on this ad or the first?
No. This one is just now.
Oh, no. Okay, let me reserve.
Yeah. Okay, so like with kids, we'll just show you the slogan and then Ninja will see how you find it. Yeah. Niyayibona? Sifuna ukwazi.
Yes.
Dangerous ingredients in common foods revealed. Sifuna ukwazi. Yeah, just imagine as if it's just a slogan kuphela, ne? Sifuna ukwazi. Can you just share how you find it? Is it memorable? Is it attention grabbing? Nizoyikhumbula abantu bangayinotice and so on.
Mina ngicabanga ukuthi inesiqi ngempela ngoba musuthatha ukubheka umuntu mefuna ukwazi and plus ekugcineni umbone ukuthi umuntu ufuna ukwazi ngoba usuke ekucela.
Yeah.
Lokhu kuza une-demand ekugcineni ukuthi ngifuna ukwazi ngoba I have the right to,
yeah,
and you have the right to let me know.
Yeah.
So into ekhumbulekayo and futhi
Okay.
njengokuthi nesiqo nomuntu oyifundayo uyafuna ukwazi kabanzi-ke manje ufuna ukwazi yini lefuna ukwaziwa.
Yeah. Okay, abanye Ntando, what do you think of the slogan? Sifuna ukwazi.
Yeah, you can go on with it. Ungahlali ekhanda kwena kusifuna ukwazi. And surely njengoba sihleli tomorrow noma inini besihleli khona ikhasini lokudla noma besosenga into. So qala sifunde yabo sibheke ukuthi yini ekhona la yabo and imakumaza zakhona. Yeah.
Okay, wena bonga.
Yeah, it is memorable. And what they will do as
So, yeah, it is memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okunye futhi is that as we are the consumers of this product, we should know and we should preach the gospel of knowing what are the ingredients in the food that they are buying.
Yes.
And suppliers also, I think, and I feel that they should provide knowledge to the consumers. What ingredients do they put in their product?
Okay. All right. You ready? When you show from? Okay. So eyokukala so what we're going to do now, so maybe just a slogan, just the slogans and time to know, so the concept 3 now, time to know, and then we want a concept number 4, sifuna ukwazi. So nikhumbule masesizenza because masesinikeza i-poll zizobe zibhalwe 1, 2, 3, 4, but mina for this group nenza number 3 no number 4 kuphela ne singaboni sekhona umuntu o-rate number 1 with number 2. Just stick to time to know, which is concept number 3, and time to and sifuna ukwazi, which is concept number 4. But before we do that, looking at them, time to know, sifuna ukwazi, which one says the message strongest for you? Lucky?
Sifuna ukwazi.
Sifuna ukwazi.
Yes.
Okay. Ngituzomtshela ukuthi why?
Yes, sifuna ukwazi thina as ama-consumers or buyers, what is on food that we buy.
Okay.
So that is our rights.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
All right, Bonga.
I think it's the second one, which is sifuna ukwazi.
Okay.
As I've said earlier on, that we, as the consumers, we should know exactly what is it that we are consuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, Tam.
For me, it's sifuna ukwazi isiZulu, time to know it's English, but time to know what are the side effects of what I'm eating, and it's time to know what you are what is in this what do you call it, in this product.
Yeah.
So it's time to know.
Okay, it's time to know.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Untando?
Sifuna ukwazi. Straight to the point, nesike futhi.
Yile iphaisiko.
Isike is because of Zulu. Yabo, even if it's a word, even a person okhuluma isingisi fluently, angasuthi umfaka i-commercial yayo usangayisho, angalisho ibe nesike ukuze sifuna ukwazi. You know, because it's like demanding Muslim, we need to know. We need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I suppose say something nombuzo something eyiphi elula to understand, which of the two is time to know, sifuna ukwazi, that you find easiest to understand?
Sifuna ukwazi. Easy phela. Sifuna ukwazi.
Sifuna ukwazi.
Easy leyo.
And like by the same token, you feel that's the one that would be more effective. Mangabe sebe advertising.
But as mentioned, in a secret, yeah, ukwazi. But in terms of why, for me, it's time to know. To know what? You see? Yeah, that's why for me, I prefer it's time to know. Because this one is funa ukwazi. It's whereby utshela umuntu ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi yini lo yisebenzisayo uma wenza lento lena.
Yeah.
But time to know mina as a consumer ukuthi ngiyenza kanje, these are the side effects. At the same time, it's time to know what is it that
so there's personal identification. It's time to know what you're feeling, it's talking to you, and also what you will do once you know. Oh, okay. Ntando, which of the two do you think will be more effective?
It would depend. We can answer in the markets, but Sifuna ukwazi is going to be straight to the point. Straight to the point.
Straight to the point. Okay.
Straight to the point. Because if you look at that ad, everything it's reading, as opposed to Sifuna ukwazi. Yeah, well, it is straight to the point. Yeah.
Okay. And of the two, again, different topics. Which of these would motivate you to support or take action in terms of labeling and so on? Which one would be a stronger call to action for you? Menzi.
Sifuna ukwazi. I mean, like I said, usifuna ukwazi unodinga nthobela ngaphakathi. Baby Jack bahlala somewhere there. Yeah, no, it's positive at the same time. It has much needed aggression to prompt you as a person, first of all, to do something about learning, educating yourself. And the fact that to get into a habit of looking when you're at the shelf, take your time and look and see. Yeah. Also, it's a call to action to the powers that be, the corporates, the associations and the forums that are formed around the agricultural industry, to really understand that people are hard for and we are wanting to know what they're putting inside. Is either that or then we have the whole trade and industry coming to a halt, because we can't have a food security that we're fighting for and supporting, but the same food security that we're supporting and fighting for, it's the same one that's not being transparent and it's the same one that's giving us diseases. See? So it's one hand has to wash the other hand. Yeah.
Okay, we're proud to be African one. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I must just remind you guys, I need you time to know number 3, sifuna ukwazi number 4, ne? So as you evaluate, nikhumbule kanjalo ukuthi number 3 bekuyiphi, concept number 4 bekuyiphi. Time to know, sifuna ukwazi. Seniyayibona phambi kwenu?
Not as yet.
The joke is on me this time. Ifikile eThekwini? Ifikile? Okay. All right, masiqale ke. And nizoyibona ukuthi indlela abayenza ngayo imibuzo kuba i-positive kube i-negative of the same thing they're asking. Like, which one of these ads you've seen would be most likely you'd be most likely to talk about? Number 2, you would be the least likely for you to talk about. So my sense, can you come with number 3 and number 4, ne? Time to know, sifuna ukwazi. So number 3, overall, which one of the ads would be most likely to increase your support for warning labels on the front of food and drink packages that identify when that food or drink is unhealthy? Number 4, Abe opposite. Which one would be the least likely for you would be the least likely to support for warning labels and so on? Number 5, which one of the ads would be most likely to increase your support for government actions to reduce consumption of unhealthy foods and sugary drinks? Number 6, Abe opposite. Which one would be the least likely to increase your support for government actions to reduce consumption of unhealthy foods and sugary drinks in South Africa? Number 7, which one of the ads would be most likely to reduce your or your family's unhealthy food and sugary drinks consumption? Eyokugcina, which one would be the least likely to reduce your or your family's unhealthy food and sugary drinks consumption?
Yes.
We're getting there. Kwashota ngoyedwa. Lucky kunjani?
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Okay. Okay. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you. It's a bit after 4. We apologize for that. We tried to stick to the time. You will have shared your banking details or how you prefer our token of appreciation to get to you. Abanye chose e-wallet, Abanye have given. So, but if by end of tomorrow nothing has come through, please do contact us or Dorika, the person who recruited you, because you should have received your token of appreciation by then.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks again. Thanks very much. Your input was worthwhile, and we enjoyed the session.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
And regards there, enjoy Devon.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.